Greetings. Hey, it's Susie Q. We're working with this beautiful band of energy, which we call the Akashic Records, my soul's messages, my body messages, my galactic family, and everything else, right? So I have all these different experiences working with my Akashic Records, moving into automatic writing, and just really having unique and wonderful words. So many freaking words. So we're going to start. We've got one piece today. And I just saw it. It showed up. And then I'm like going, I haven't even remembered even doing that, you know? So all of these pieces are so fantastic. I can't remember any of it because I think I was maybe in some sort of a different state or different trance state when I was actually on the keyboard. Because I can't remember any of these, you know? So anyway, we're going to get started and we've got one piece and we'll see what you think, right? And I'm happy if you're watching. It's kind of fun and cheeky. All right. An unobstructed occurrence whispered and spoke aloud. My dear, where have you gone? Listening as you do, you may discover the flow of messages that deliver onto you. In brevity, of course, that there is certainly more. More, you may say. Yes, indeed, we say that the more the nectar fresh off the vine, loosen your mind, it's here now. Sweetness, the new zest appeal that enlivens those that wake up and realize, I am here. If you have a body, my dears, and we must add, what a lovely body it is indeed. Do mind the garden of your inner landscape. Tend well to the inevitable nature of creation. This is you. Some will rise, some will awaken, and others will be elated to a happening like no other. If by chance you vacated your vehicle by mere happenstance, or desire to vibrate away for a little while, we sincerely appreciate your desire to return home. Home as in the body of your choosing. Respite is certainly a means to hover for just a little while, as the energies and motion will surely draw you back in, if even for the sake of frivolity. Ah, yes. Upon return to the rightful owner's sovereign reign yet again, as the essence, while on the flip side of the respite, returns newly invigorated with a zest for life. Life, yes, please. Do intentional breath work. Eat that which is still kissed by the sun raw. Celebrate your body in ways that resonates for you. Smile and skip for a little while. Ah, to play yet again. The child within seeks the discovery of what it means to traverse timelines and timestamps, all leading back to home, the body. Whether you be here or there or anywhere, the reunion of your choosing is ripened now to be here now. Light it up as you do across the cosmos. Shine as the stars envelop your gaze. Be it one that what is you, lovely, lovely you. I don't know. I just felt that one was so fun. I had to, read it a few times. I had to put a little punctuation in there. But all of these pieces I think that we're working with right now are really, really continually coming into our physical body. And so we've got all these trappings, we've got all the friends and family and all of this. But when we really start kind of going deep dive, like a deep dive, right? We go under the words, we go under the story, we go under these experiences, and we have more guidance going forward with our physical body. You could say we have all these trappings. We have a home, we have a car, we have blah, blah, blah. We've got all this stuff, But then really what it is it's really engaging with this energy, this beautiful spirit of energy that is giving us more guidance about our body. And of course, I talk about it with every video because I'm always engaging and learning more about who I am with the underpinnings of my story. What is my story? I always think about Shakespeare. Shakespeare always kind of comes up. I think we have the cast of characters, we have all these depictions, we have all of these different experiences, good, bad, and different, and all of that could be of everything that we've ever done. When we look at the cast of characters through Shakespeare, each one of us has had different levels of consciousness and different characterizations in this lifetime. the more that we kind of play with, that Shakespearean and that cast of characters, it's kind of balancing everything out. Let's say I was a damsel in distress, or I was a victim, or I was a heinous person. I think in some levels, maybe not necessarily like super bad, but that we're starting to get more guidance. We're starting to have more lessons. We're going through the lessons, and we're starting to slice it and dice it and have better experiences with our body. The more that we can engage, the more that we can feel into these energies. We know that those cast of characters are always with us, but we're looking at them as lessons. So let's just say at a certain point, something was really not really great for me, or maybe something was like elated with me. All of that is a neutral stance. Whatever it is, good, bad, or indifferent, everything is in a neutral stance. So when we look at some of these states of consciousness, these are all for us. It's a school of thought. It's the earthly school we're working with right now. And so all of these things that are coming up and all these things that are conspiring to have us a better experience, we just start noticing good, bad, or indifferent. It's a neutral stance. Before, I was kind of like triggered with things, and there was polarity. There was all these kind of like things that weren't really working. But then you start looking back in time, or maybe there is no time, is that we start realizing that everything that I've had in this lifetime, good, better, and different, these were all part of my lesson plan. This was part of my purpose, part of my experience here. And sometimes people get triggered because I did something really bad. Well, that is okay. You can maybe see if you can clear that. And so if you want to, start working with clearing some energies, or maybe it's just already gone. Maybe something 20 years ago wasn't that great, so maybe you weren't that great, and then all of a sudden you start thinking about it again, and it comes back again into what we call we call it, I can't remember what it is. We go into a different state of energy. So if it's already done, it's already gone, you don't need to go back into that story. It's kind of like the echo energy. That's what I was trying to say. The echo energy is always there in play because something that happened in the past, so because people like it when everything's great, right? We want to be happy and joyful, but sometimes things aren't exactly 100%. Maybe we've gone down kind of a different rabbit trail, we're kind of going in a different flow. But that echo comes in as a pop quiz. So let's just say maybe something 20 years ago happened, and then I got a stirring about it, right? Or I had a feeling about it. But then you just notice that it was just an echo. And if you can just let that freaking echo go, just let that memory go, you'll be freaking better. It'd be freaking easier for you to have a better experience going forward. If something is already done, it's already, piled up in your Akashic records. If you're looking at 20 years ago and I want to go, ruminate about that story 20 years ago, I don't really know what I'm talking about with a story, but you could go back into the Akashic records. And if you keep going into, catching that bait, like I'm going to get back in the story, then you start layering and layering and layering different states of consciousness with the Akashic records. So the more that we can do right now is just let the stuff freaking go. People, let the stuff go. Whatever it is that you're working with right now, or you're feeling, or your body, or your relationships, or your ability to create, or to manifest, or have better experiences with your family members, and all of that, we want to have a clear vision going forward. So when those things start coming up again and again, and you're like, freaking let it go, people. Let it go, let it go. I don't know. But yeah, but we start going into these states of consciousness, and then we start realizing, hey, what's really happening? What's really happening for boots on the ground? What is really happening right now is that we're having opportunities to have a better experience with letting freaking things go. And the more that you do that, you become way more free, more happy, more joyful, more harmonization in all areas of your domains and life. All of these things are conspiring to come here, especially with these written pieces that I do. I don't even know who wrote the freaking thing. I'm like a typist, I can continually say I'm just a typist because I don't know where and how and why I got these gifts, but geez Louise, it's been helping me. It's been helping me for 15 freaking years. And I've absolutely loved this material. So that idea of letting go, I think that's the best thing I would say is just start letting things go. It is free, it is safe, and surely you'll know that it'll be better than it was before. So all of these states of consciousness that we're working on the planet right now, It's huge. We've got so much energy coming in. The energy is coming in. It's brilliant. It's wonderful. Sometimes you can get kind of dizzy and, some of these different feelings and everything kind of with the body. But you start noticing that everything is going to be okay. Everything is going to be okay. And the more that you, again, let some things go, you'll be freeing yourself. You're not going to be carrying this old luggage with you wherever you go. There's no more luggage there. You're going to feel lighter, more brighter, more happy, more joyful, feeling that sense of love of self. All of this is conspiring right now to support boots on the ground. Boots on the ground, people, right? All right. So these written pieces are fun and cheeky to read and write. And then at the very end of it, it's just us, it's just us here, boots on the ground. All right. So we'll see you soon. And namaste.